What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's another one. Another episode of the Real Ones Gaming Podcast. Live on Twitch. We're in the place to be. And we have the regular suspects up in here as well. We're going to have a good show. We're going to have a good time. Do everything we need to do. Talk about everything we need to talk about. And have a great show. Yeah? Yeah. All right. So let's get into the introductions. So first up, he for some reason made me play NBA 2K21, which was brutal and very I don't know the word for it. It was just brutal. So it's King AJ.
First, before I get my introduction, for the people that was in that stream at Ash 2K, I just don't want to put in the hard work and grind your players out. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. And second of all, I just don't want to do it because Green is on an 85 build and he couldn't shoot right consistently.
Well, I'm not on an 85 build, sir. I'm on a 75.
It's right. You just proved my point. You don't have you're 75 overall and no badges.
I don't play the game. What are you talking about? He ain't called me out because I've been said I don't play the game.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game since it came out. So what are you talking about?
So yeah, but back to
Exactly.
my regular
Exactly.
statement.
See me on live.
I can see you on live. I make multiple builds, Green. What are you talking about?
Okay, well, see me on live. See me on live. How about that?
Get on live. Easy.
Okay.
Ease. Did you see the last two videos?
You can make all the builds you want, but Pandina will take them each down.
I did those with randoms.
You build them
I
up,
make all my videos with randoms.
and we break them down.
So let's get that out the way right there. I do all my videos with randoms.
Continue with your intro.
That's what I was saying. You know who it is. You know who you love. It's King AJ, man, aka Young Barry, one half of the Real Ones Gaming. I'm back today. You can always find me on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, King AJ for King AJ _15 for Twitch, King AJ or King AJ 15 for YouTube, TikTok, King AJ _R1G, and IG King AJ _15. Yeah. Facebook is at King AJ got game. Yeah, that's still under construction, but peace and blessings to everybody. And let's jump right into this podcast.
And up next, she's been working hard for the money. So hard for the money. And she's
I was waiting for Beaky to do working day and night. Got me working day and night. Got me working day and night. Got me working day and night.
I don't know why Pinky's singing reminded me of Coming to America. the newest one, not the old one. When she was singing Midnight Train to Zamunda.
Leaving on the midnight train to Zamunda. Oh yeah, Gladys. Auntie Gladys.
I would never watch that movie again. But anyway, it's Maya.
Wow.
Or Maya Papaya. We can now call you. That's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, see, my mind is on good morning. Okay, I'm sorry.
I mean, technically, if you want to call it, but you know.
You know what? Yes, good morning, friends. Good morning, peeps. Don't worry about the time. Don't look at the clock. I see you. Okay? Don't worry. I know what time it is. Anyway, hope you're having a great Sunday. Yes, today's Sunday. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. That's here nor there. Still doing some reconstruction, and My new Twitter is up, so go follow me there at the Maya Papaya. T, M, and P is capitalized, and there's one at the end. It's long, it's winded. I know. It's fine. It's okay. It's cool. Don't worry about it. Anyways, I'm gonna bring myself to stream today. I know I keep saying it, but I'm gonna bring myself to stream today because I kind of miss it. Hanging with my friends, like we at a cafe, something. So I miss y'all, So
I do want to get down on some Animal Crossing. I need to.
Yeah, I know. I need to. I need to get that together. And yeah, stay safe, stay clean, don't touch nobody, and that's it.
Okay. Now let me take a sip of my water so I can get my vocals together.
Hold on. You know what, Green? I got you. I got 2 bottles of water this time.
Stretch. Let me do my stretch. Yes.
Oh my God! Yeah! Wow.
Yes, this is a beautiful thing we do for this lovely young woman every week. It's beautiful.
Yes.
For this queen, if you will. Yes. Hold on. This is
I agree.
And now,
she's your queen.
She is walking down the red carpet to the studio in her basement. Her second basement, in which she keeps her children's house. On the first basement, and she's in the second basement of her large estate. Sometimes she has to drive to her mailbox in her new mail Tesla.
Mail Tesla.
Yeah,
a car just dedicated to the mailbox.
Yes. She only drives it to the mailbox. She don't drive it anywhere else.
Wow.
And she has a Tesla dedicated to just driving to the corner store to get her fresh Takis and flaming hot Cheetos as well. Queen of the 8 Mile.
Yes. You're queen.
She's the reason why y'all got your stimmies. I'm just letting you know. She paid it off herself. She told the government, y'all taking too long. I'm going to go ahead and just pay everybody my damn self.
Right.
So make sure that when you get your checks, you look at the bottom and you'll see Queen Pinky right at the bottom of the check. And on the back, it says, hey, friend, hey.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
It's Miss Pinky 313.
Hey, friends, hey. I hope everybody's doing awesome. Hope your week was fine last week. That you was able to accomplish everything that you wanted to accomplish. Today is the start of a new week, so you guys get on your grind. Today is Sunday, so it's a relaxed day, so make sure you get all your affairs in order and to prepare for the new week. But yeah, y'all, if you didn't know, I'm a gaming content creator and influencer, newly gaming Facebook gaming partner, y'all's. I am also a gaming content creator for RealOnesGaming, and I'm a gaming content creator for Blurred and Blurred Gaming. You can find me on Facebook Gaming at fb.gg/MissPinky313. Twitter, MissPinky313 Play _ IG 313 Queen Pinky, YouTube 313 Miss Pinky, on TikTok Miss Pinky 313, and you still can find me fame dangling and moonlighting on Twitch as Miss Pinky 313. I think I have installed Mondays as being Moonlight Mondays with the friends here, so you guys catch me tomorrow here on the Twitch. You can find me at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay.
Diversify your content, Boggs. That's what you got to do. You got to diversify the content. You got to spread it out. I'm everywhere you want to be.
Including your local Tesla dealership. Yes. Mm, mm, mm. All right, now welcome to Greensp Poetry Slam, hosted by Greensp. Um, so silence as I give you this a great piece of art. It's very short, but it's nice. Okay. He's the world's most fearsome fighting team. He's a hero in a half shell, and he's green. When the evil Shredder attacks, this panda kid don't cut him no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Panda. Teenage Mutant Ninja Panda. Teenage Mutant Ninja Panda. Hero with his bamboo sticks. Ninja power. Thank you. You can catch me.
Got a snap for that one.
You can catch me on Facebook. I always forget how to say this. All right, so Facebook is R1G Greensp. TikTok is Greensp R1G. Twitter and Instagram are the same thing, Greensp_R1G. And then you can also check me out on Twitch. The beautiful place to be is Greensp_. Make sure you check me out. Follow me. We are 620 people. I keep telling people like the end of January we celebrated 500 and we're already at 620. So go ahead, let's make our money moves. Let's grow bigger and stronger. Go over there and follow if you haven't already followed. Yes. Yes, Pinky supporting the slam poetry. It's poetry. Get cultured, Sage. Cultured. And also check out my YouTube. Just type in Greensp in the search bar. It's the first thing. You can't miss it. If you see the panda, that's me. But yeah, I haven't been doing anything today. Yesterday I was like doing wedding stuff, which is fastly approaching. We have 86 days. Yeah, 86 days left until the big day. And we had to go and make sure that all the magic things that we want to happen. So, but today, I'm kind of just sitting here chilling with the fam doing the podcast. Word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the team. That's where we at. So let's get into what you guys love. That's right. If it's free, it's for me. So, Maya, why don't you tell these lovely people what they get for free if they have a PC and if they have Amazon Prime?
All right, peeps, listen and listen good, okay? So I'm only say this once, all right? Thanks. You have, is it the same games again this month?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so if you don't know by now, they had the same games for like 3 months. So if you don't know, you get these nice games. Okay, you can get Narcos, Rise of the Cartels, American Fugitive, Desert Child, Sterling, and White Knight.
White Knight.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to play those games.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to actually go in there and download some of those.
So get them now, or not. They might have them, for the month of April too. So
they might. Yeah. All right.
Prime, step your game up.
Okay. Here's the question.
Like the 3rd month.
Did anybody play it yet?
No.
Any of them?
No.
Nobody.
Uh-uh.
I have a PC, but I don't got Prime, so
No.
If somebody want to share, give me your account information. I ain't gonna buy nothing now.
It sounds very like
Oh no.
Americanized selections because if you think about it, it's Rise of the Cartels, which sounds very Western.
Mm-hmm.
American Fugitive, that sounds Western.
Mm-hmm.
Desert Child, where's the desert? In the West. Then Steriden, but White Knight definitely could be a Western as well. So there's something going on.
The Wild Wild West.
Look, if they come out with a Wild Wild West video game starring Will Smith, I am definitely grabbing it. I've been telling people for a while.
For a split second, I thought they did, but they didn't.
They came out with the little mini cartoon or whatever, but they should have came out with a video game. I would have bought that. That was a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Pinky, for those who have what are those things called? Xboxes, and they paid for the gold membership, whatever that is. Xbox Gold, right?
I think
Xbox. Yeah.
Or is it Ultimate
But
Pass?
don't they got? But I think Paul or Sage said just get the Game Pass?
Yeah, just get the Game
Gold
Pass
and stuff too.
For those people who can't afford the Game Pass and can just get the Gold Pass, what do they get for free?
Well, Xbox friends, you can get for this month of March Warface, Warface Breakout. That's available now up until the 31st. Vala, which is Vicious Attack Alama Apocalypse, that will not be available until March 16th and is available all the way up to April 15th. So you got some time for that one. And Port Royale 3, that's available not until the 16th, but that's up until the 31st. So make sure you guys mark your calendars for the ones that's coming up and get them. We love free stuff everywhere. Yes.
If it's free, it's free.
I don't know about the llama game, but Warface, the first Warface was pretty good. So I'm curious about this break.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the first one. I always ran as a medic because I like healing people.
Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of people like Lifeline on Apex.
Yep. Sure do. Mm-hmm.
All right. And AJ, what about your PlayStation brethren who have the ability to get the PlayStation Plus?
So for the PlayStation Plus people out there that has the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 for this week, PlayStation 5 is Marquette. It's a little puzzle game that takes you around the world. PlayStation 4 is Farpoint. I played Farpoint a little bit last. I think when I first announced it, I played it a little bit. It's a smaller version of Call of Duty, but I got the hang of it. PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, you'll get Final Fantasy remastered or remake, and you get Fire Ashes on PlayStation and PlayStation 5 as well. So pick those up if you didn't have, if you got it, and you can download the PlayStation 5 the PlayStation 5 version of the game until you get your 5. And I think GameStop is having it drop tonight for the people that don't have it yet.
What? Shoot, I wish I had the monies. I would get one.
Sage wants us to know that. Hold on, let me make sure of something. Just making sure. Okay, it's not on our notes. All right, Sage wants us to know that Bethesda has sided with Microsoft, which, I mean, we announced that like a while ago, but
yeah,
all of Bethesda games are on the Game
Pass.
Pass.
With Xbox, yep.
Yeah, because didn't Microsoft buy out Bethesda?
Yeah, we talked about it a couple months ago. I mean, I can't really think of any Bethesda games that I would be like upset about them being on Xbox only. Trying to think. What Bethesda games that we really play that we were like, no, we need it on PlayStation?
But
I guess
this is a big up for Xbox though. because we all know that PlayStation has PlayStation Studios now, and it seems like it's a friendly competition between Xbox and PlayStation. And last year it was PlayStation time to shine. Now this year, I believe, and it's already started, Xbox time to shine. And I love that they, go head to head like this. This is gonna be a good one.
I don't think they're competing against each other though, because
You said what?
I think Xbox is going to end up like releasing Bethesda games on PlayStation. I only say that because PlayStation just released their first PS Studio game on Xbox. Because PlayStation Studios made MLB The Show, and that's on Xbox now. Well, it's supposed to be on Xbox. It didn't come out yet, but you can pre-order it on Xbox.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I think that was part of that little deal that they had.
As far as the studio houses go, yeah, I'm pretty sure that, what I'm saying, as far as the studios go, this is awesome. They can, do a friendly competition and just let those creative juices flow with the games that's coming out, the new games that's coming out, the studio's ideas, all that good stuff. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And to Sage point, he says, just need Nintendo to drop these damn prices. I don't think they're going to drop them only because they don't have any competition.
Yeah. That's the only sucky part.
PlayStation and Xbox kind of have to because they compete. They're each other's competition without being each other's competition, if that makes any sense. So they're not worried about each other. However, they are competing as far as trying to get a market. So discounts and stuff it's got to happen. But Nintendo, they don't really have any competition.
No.
I mean, Sega was at some point, but then yeah, let's not talk about that. Anyway, those are your free games. Sage said he paid $60 for a damn near 7-year-old game. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Welcome to the Switch line.
Yeah. GameStop did have a sale this week though. I don't know if anybody filed for their taxes yet or not, but they had a free tax sale, which a lot of Nintendo games were on sale. Like I think Breath of the Wild was like $38 or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something because I was on Twitter and one of the friends mentioned it. So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, they have sales. You just gotta like pay attention and they have them every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, and they do it sneakily. Like, so just pay attention to them. They got some good stuff.
Yeah, I normally get my games from Walmart.
I haven't been to a Walmart in so long, but
yeah,
I heard you can trade games at Walmart now.
Can you?
That's what I heard. Them and Best Buy, you can trade games apparently.
Well, I would think
somebody like Chess for Science. Yeah, I can see Best Buy doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Walmart.
I was like, huh.
That's interesting. That's very interesting.
I wonder how much they give it. So, somebody like let me know if that's real, because I've been hearing about it for a while now, but I don't know how I feel about trading games at Walmart or Best Buy. So
I want to get Luigi's Haunted Mansion, but that's not in the budget right now. So I'll well, let me see what Walmart got it for, because Walmart had Mario Kart and Smash Bros for like 40 something a piece.
True. Well,
so
while we doing that, Bird said you missed the sale, Maya. But while we doing that,
no.
It is time to get in your seats, class. Oh, somebody getting arrested?
Wow, we just started. It was Johnny. Look, Johnny was always the bad one. Okay.
It's still $60. Maya.
Yeah, British just said I missed the sale. Oh wait, you talking about Luigi?
It's still $60 at Walmart.
But everybody sit down, gather your books, your note pens. Make sure that you stop Johnny, can you please stop playing with your calculator and making it say boobs, please? Thank you. I appreciate that.
That used to be the stuff.
It is now time for Maya's Video Game History 101.
All right, class. Welcome. Hello. Johnny, if I see you flick something one more time, I swear. Okay. Anyways, so I found this kind of interesting because I was just talking about this a few weeks ago. And yes, I know it's probably old. No, it's not well, I guess technically it's history, but it's not like 7 years ago history. See, I remember when I was talking about blowing into, like the Nintendo 64 cartridges and stuff. Well, someone actually broke the world record. I don't know if it was 2, 3 years ago. I think 18, something like that. Yeah. So, there's this guy, right? His name is Kamal Gray. He's from Roots. Y'all know Roots. If you don't know Roots, well, I'm sorry. I mean, you could go watch it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so Kamal Gray from Roots set a world record on Jimmy Fallon after blowing into 43 video game cartridges. Yeah, 43. I know how much breath and spit is coming out this man's mouth. First of all, that's nasty, right? But he did it in 20 seconds.
Yeah.
He blew 43 cartridges in 20 seconds. Sir, what type of lung capacity you got?
I didn't know that was a world record.
I guess they didn't either until he did.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Shoot. I wish I knew that as a kid. I would have.
But this is a lesson to you parents. Your children have wild, talents that could be in a world record book.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're said nasty. It is nasty. It is. Because now he got spit in his hot breath. One in the air and now on the floor. So I'm pretty sure there was a lot of spit on the floor. Is he one of the musicians? Could be a trumpet player or something. Let me look him up. All they said was he was from Roots. They didn't say what part. I don't know if he was.
Not Roots, the movie, right? You mean The Roots?
I think they. Listen, let's do science. Let's do some configuration. Let's figure out who this man is.
Yeah, he's one of the players from The Roots.
Yeah, trumpet player.
He was from the
drum
Roots.
player.
Like.
It's probably I don't know if the drum player's name is
probably
or not.
It's probably the drummer or the trumpet player. One of them two.
They are the resident. Bridge wants you to know that they are the resident musicians on Jimmy Fallon. They've been his band for a while too.
Yeah.
I can remember anyway. But I remember the Roots from like them having their own albums and stuff like that. Which I'm pretty sure they still make albums.
Yeah.
And the Dave Chappelle skits.
Him. He's kind of cute. Anywho, yeah, that's him. The Roots, not okay. See, I didn't know there was a band called The Roots.
Yeah, they're hip hop legends. They were on they've been featured with if I'm correct, they had a song with Method Man a couple times. Pretty much everybody in the Wu-Tang Clan they were close to. Erykah Badu. I think they did stuff with Common a couple times. Yeah, Jill Scott. A lot of people. All right. That's good to know. That's some good facts.
Yeah.
All right. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take a quick commercial break, get ourselves together, wake up a little bit, because we do got some stories that we need to talk about. I'm sure that it'll get everyone a little bit, woken this beautiful Sunday morning. Well, at least beautiful on my side. I don't know about everybody else's. But
Oh yes, it's Sunday.
yeah. So give us about 60 seconds and we'll be back in a little bit. Bye bye.
Oh.
All right. We're back. We're back.
Woo.
And
That's
that was a good 60 seconds.
mm-hmm.
All right, let's jump straight into our first story of the day. So, I know Pinky played Apex. I know Maya probably didn't get a chance to yet. But did anybody play on Nintendo Switch?
Nope.
Not yet. I plan on doing it though.
Nah, not yet.
So I'm the only one? Alright.
Yep.
Again, sorry, Green.
Well, there's two stories to this Apex thing. So the first one is that they're on the Switch. So I'll give a small overview on that. But the other one is that solo queues are supposedly coming, but they're saying don't expect like a fair fight. So I'll do the review first. Apex Legends on Nintendo Switch is going to be a learning curve. I only say that because if you're a PC player and you play with mouse and keyboard, it's going to be really hard because as far as I know, there's no way that you can hook a mouse and keyboard to your Switch and play it. So the switch to controller is going to be difficult. And even if you were a controller player playing on mouse and playing on PC, the controller that you would normally use, whether that be Xbox or PlayStation or a gamepad, is less sensitive than the Pro controllers for Nintendo. So that makes, at least from my experience, it was, which makes it a little bit more difficult to play. However, my recommendations if you're playing on Nintendo Switch is play it where you have the Switch docked and on your TV. Don't try to play a handheld. Like just dock it. Just the only reason why I say that is because the graphics improve with the dock. So if you dock it, it's in, what is it, 1080 or 720 or something like that. And then if you don't dock and you're just walking around with a handheld, or you just prop it up and you use your Pro controller, then it's less resolutions than that. So if you just dock it, you can kind of see your enemies a little bit better. It still feels the same. I mean, it's the same concept and everything. It's not like they did anything different or new or anything like that. And they do put you with all players. So you are in that cross-play settings. They indicate that you're a Nintendo player, but they're not like giving y'all any kind of handicap to learn to play with each other. They are putting you all in the same lobbies. So I have seen a couple people on Twitter indicate that they actually been getting wins on the Switch. I've actually seen some people say they got wins with the Joy-Cons on Switch. So it's possible. It's just a learning curve. That's all. Yeah, it's just optional, but let's be honest. You want to do the crossplay. They did introduce the new fire rings. Those are pretty cool. They add a new element to the game, which you got to kind of adapt to and form new strategies with. But Pinky, did you get to play the new mode?
I mean, it's a new edge to it. You just have to be even more aware of your surroundings, where the little mini fire circles move and stuff. But they do move pretty fast. They do give you an indication of where it's going to be going to, and kind of sit there and then move to the next spot. So you kind of got to be quick on your toes as far as looking around between that and for the enemies. I know a couple of times where I was playing with randoms. It wasn't that bad. I think it was more so I was playing with randoms and they would just run away. So I have to watch them, their back, people around us, and a circle. So it gives it a new little edge to it. Nothing annoying or anything like that. It just gives it a new fun edge to it.
Yeah. Have you been able to use that heat shield?
I used it. It's still a little confusing to me. So I don't know if I have so much time to be in the middle of, because then too, I was a little low on health. So I want to try using it when I'm, full health and, get my final say on it that way. But for the most part, it protected me for like all of 5 seconds and I got popped from the heat source. So I'm thinking that I probably may have, stepped out of it for a second, not realizing I did. And I'm dropped because of the heat or whatever, because of low health. But I mean, like I said, it gives it the game a fun, new edge. Just be aware of your surroundings, friends. Just be aware.
Please.
I think it's a nice little touch. I don't know if I want it to become permanent though. I don't know if I want it to be permanent.
But you know what I noticed? Because I played a tiny bit, right? I played a tiny bit of it, and so the people who don't know, I mean, it's Lifeline. Apex. That's my homegirl. We think thieves, etc., etc. So the heat shield actually kind of helped me. I mean, I died, but it helped me because I was in the middle of storm. And I just popped the heat shield. Boop! And I was about to die, so I just popped my drone. I'm just sitting there, healing up and stuff. And I kind of like the heat shield as Lifeline.
Yeah. I was watching TikToks and I actually saw that there's a new strategy that pro players are using. Because supposedly when you're in the fire, all your heals and your shield give you 25% more when you're in the heat rather than when you're outside of the circle. So I'm assuming that people are actually jumping into the storm, popping the heat shield, and sitting there to revive themselves, because then you get more and it's quicker. So they'll jump in the middle of a fight. They'll jump in a circle. They're literally staying around the circle's edge. So when they start a fight, they can just jump into the heat, pop their shields and whatever, and heal quicker, so they can get back into the fight. And that's the way they've been doing it. So I guess it's just adaptive stuff that you got to do. It's cool though. But the other news story that they had was a lot of people have been asking for solos for a while now, and our producer KR Bridge found this article on PCGamer.com where they said Chaos Theory, the game's next collection event, is adding a no-fill toggle, letting Apex know that you don't want your squad filled out with strangers. So yeah, play solo if you want. So you can play solo now. Just you by yourself.
It's gonna be a limited time. It's not gonna be permanent.
No, it's permanent. So that toggle is permanent. But no, I'm not talking about a single only mode. I'm talking about you can play solo. Mm-hmm. Like you can play without any other teammates.
Mm-hmm.
However, that's your choice.
The people was asking for solos only. They just want to run solos only. They don't want to limit it.
Oh, you don't get that choice. You get the choice of playing by yourself. I mean, when you think about it, though, it's the same thing. So, what were you saying, Pinky?
I was saying, I wouldn't mind doing that, playing that way. Like, I would like to take that challenge on to see if I can play by myself against 3 other people. I think I can do it. I've done it, already with, randoms just dropping out of my game and playing by myself and, lasting up to like the top 10 or whatnot. So this wouldn't be no different.
Yeah. I think that's why they did it, because they were just tired of like you getting the team and then the teammates jump out. So they're just like, if I'm just going to do that, why not just play solo by myself anyway? So, I mean, if you do it, just realize you are the only one. Well, you can be the only team that chooses to do that, where the other ones, though, they can have 3 people on their team. So that's the luck to you. But I thought that was cool. I saw the toggle thing. I didn't really think too much of it. I was sitting it, looking at it like, oh, I thought they always had this. But apparently not. You can choose to fill up your teammates or not. It's up to you. So if y'all want to go ahead for it, do it. I mean,
I believe this will give Apex an edge on the Battle Royale, tip, because Fortnite, if you play solo, you're playing actual solo. Like everybody is by themselves. Warzone, I'm not sure if they do solos, but I can imagine if it is solo, it's just you. Nobody else. Other teams are just solo. It's just solo, period. But with this, it's giving that edge again that you're playing with. It's you and 2 other people. Teams of 2s or teams of 3s. So I think this is a good thing. It's give it a good edge.
Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of people. I can see this being good for those pro players that they go into the basic lobbies just to prove that they are better, and they go in there just taking teams apart by themselves for their YouTube videos and whatnot. I'm not gonna do it though. I'm not. And Box said, "Yeah, Warzone has solo." Pink.
Yeah. So, it gives the game a good edge to it.
Is anybody going to give? I was about to say Fortnite. Apex Legends a try on Nintendo?
I plan on doing it. I want to do some gameplay on it.
Yeah, I might do that. Do it how you say, dock it on my TV and play it that way.
Yeah, I tried to do things for science, and I tried to play with the Joy-Cons. It didn't work out. I tried to play with the Switch undocked and then just use the stand to lay it up on the table and play with my Pro controllers. That didn't work out. But it was a better feel when I actually docked it and then played it on the TV. It was a better feel. So, I would say that's probably the best option if you're used to playing console games and stuff like that. So, all right, cool. And Pinky, you gonna do the solos and tell us how it is?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Pinky's gonna do that for experimental value, and then she'll come back and let us know how that work out. Because I am too afraid to do that. All right, next story up. So this story comes from PC Gamer as well. Capcom reportedly forced staff to work on site despite Japan's COVID-19 emergency. So what's it looking like is that last year's data leak allegedly made the publisher fearful of remote work. So what they did was they forced their employees to come in, even though it was the middle of COVID. Which, exposed some people to COVID and, all of that. It says in January, Capcom reported that the data leak affected just under 400,000 people, though payment details and game servers were unaffected. So the way that they responded was they implemented several measures to ensure office safety by enforcing social distancing, mask use, temperature checks, and staggered work hours. Workers who refuse to enter the office are seemingly faced with employment restrictions or placed on standby at home without work. Capcom reportedly seems to be making remote work as unappealing as possible, with one source saying in some cases it seems as if they are being urged to retire. So, how do y'all feel about that?
Of course, it's wrong.
Yeah, it's dead wrong. Y'all foul for that, Capcom. If you're, I don't know how they work over there in Japan. I don't know if they got a government or not, but they put a mass warning out for nobody to go to work, and I still go over their heads. There's something wrong with y'all.
I see both sides of the coin. I see why they did it, but they didn't execute it well. So what I mean is, like, I see that they did it because they were fearful that remote work would make them more vulnerable to a data leak. So I understand that part. I think, and I also would like to point out they did do work from home, but it was either you can be on standby at home without work, or you just face some employment restrictions. We don't know what the employment restrictions is. Maybe it was like, I don't know, discounts, or you can be on certain programs from your at-home stuff. So, it probably made working at home a little bit difficult. But it was also probably that they faced those restrictions because they didn't want, that data to be even leaked, or the possibility of it being leaked. So I understand that portion. I don't know why they're like being aggressive towards the workers.
But now half of your dev team got COVID, so they still gonna be home.
No, it doesn't say. Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't speak on any of them catching COVID. It says
that could have been a possibility. Working in those conditions.
Regardless.
It says from April 13th through May 25th of 2020, Capcom implemented a general policy of telecommunicating and stay-at-home measures, special paid leave for its employees, including members of development. In 2021, Capcom has endeavored to limit audience attendance at its offices as much as possible by utilizing a combination of staggered work hours and stay-at-home measures. Further, When employees have been requested to come into work, the company has provided consultation beforehand in order to take each individual employee's personal circumstances into consideration and has not forced attendance. So it seems like it's an option. So it's like, we would like you to come in. You don't have to. But if you don't come in, there's certain programs that we can't allow to be remotely used. You can only use this certain program inside. And it also sounds like they were trying to take certain precautions to make sure that it was safe. So I don't know. It sounds like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Pretty much. So I don't know if I don't know. I mean, COVID put a lot of people at, in tough spots, and Capcom is just one of them. I don't know.
What was the last Capcom game that everyone played?
Resident Evil. What are you talking about?
Like, besides outside of Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter. A lot of them. They just came up with a arcade. What do you call them things? The collection bundles for Nintendo. Capcom is one of those beasts now. They're a legendary company. I'll give them props.
They're legendary, but
they got games for days. Let me see. Let me look at the total list.
You know all the Street Fighters. You know Marvel vs. Capcom. You know outside
Monster
of
Hunter.
those.
So far, Monster Hunter was the last. Yeah, Monster Hunter World was the last release game. It looks like on January 2018.
That one's still getting updates, so they're making money from some game.
Yeah, from all of them, because Biohazard, Resident Evil 2 remake. Oh, I'm
But
sorry.
why they couldn't work from home?
The Monster Hunter Iceborne, the remake, were the last two in 2019.
Okay, you making money from Monster Hunter, Biohazard, and Resident Evil right now. You telling me whole dev team had to come in for patch notes if you could have patched the game from home?
No, they're just saying that most of the stuff that, so they don't just use one program to do everything. They have multiple, and they're just saying, like, for your job, you might need a specific program, but they're not releasing that to remote usage. So you can't use that from home. You have to be in the office in order to use that. So if your job is to, like, do shading on a character, that shading program is probably has data on it that can possibly be leaked. So they're saying, no, I'm not letting you use that at home. So if you need to do this job, you need to come in. Or else that job just doesn't get complete. So then they have to come in to do the shading part of it, and then they leave. They're not saying that you have to go into work every day, Monday through Friday. They're saying that it's staggered. So you can come in on Mondays and Fridays, and that's it. Or you can come in Monday from 9 a.m. to 3 o'clock in the afternoon and leave. And then work from the rest of your work from home. They're staggering it a little bit. Granted, it only takes like 2.5 seconds to catch COVID. However,
exactly.
But the task that you got to complete, what else can you do? If you already just had a data leak and you're trying your best to keep as much information safe.
But most of these data leaks be false information anyway.
Not necessarily. You don't remember that credit card leak that happened like a couple years ago, where that threw everything into
I'm talking
peril?
gaming. I'm talking gaming wise. Most of these gaming data leaks is false information anyway.
Yeah, but the gaming company has your credit card information too. So they still have credit card information. So I mean, that could be leaked too. So I mean, you got to do, like, I don't think they were. So the leak that they already had, even though it might be fake, or even though it might have been data that's like, who cares? It still was a leak, and it still says that somebody or something is still wrong to the point where this can become a bigger issue in the future. So they got to take precautions. Because if they just leave it alone and you just say, oh, okay, whatever, then what happens when that happens to your credit card information? Then you're kind of screwed up. Because now that's like millions and millions of dollars you got to pay out to people who lost money on that. So I mean, it's like, remember, Pinky, when PlayStation went down for like half a year?
Yeah, that was wild.
So that's a situation when you don't have stuff in precaution, and you just think like, oh, that'll never happen to me. Then we get stuff like that. And PlayStation was literally down for like over half a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and me and Pink was calling each other like every day, like, man, we ain't played since goddamn March. It's almost winter, dog. Like, so I mean,
yeah.
that now hopefully like big companies kind of learn from that situation, and now we don't get that kind of thing. But I don't know, Capcom really. I see Capcom's point, but I also see the point that you shouldn't be out here fang dangling with COVID. So I don't know. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Either way, they was gonna be damned. So I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Pinky, what would you have done in this situation?
Well, I'm kind of in that situation if you think about it.
Yeah.
I still go to work, so I mean, you just have to take precautions and be safe. It's again, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know, if you don't go in to get money to help, support your household, then you won't be able to eat. If I go in, I have to take that risk of getting sick. So it's damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Well, you as a CEO, if you were in Capcom's situation, how would you like implement the workers to do their jobs?
I mean, just you have to, using all the equipment from work at home safely, putting safeguards. I mean, crazy as it might seem, you might have to put some type of tracking system on the computers to make sure everything don't get leaked out. Because you have to take safety for the people that works there. You have to take safety of the company. But yeah, I mean, I would definitely have, my employees working at home. I would just have to take those precautions and safety measures to make sure that nothing get leaked out, no one is hacking, information is being, done or being taken maliciously, and, just making sure everything is A-okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's a toughie. It's a toughie.
But what if they had like, and they may or may not, I'm not sure, but what if they had like work laptops that they could bring home, and like Pinky said, that way you could track them that way.
I think they do. I think their fear is more so because if you take the laptops home, you gotta use your own internet, which half of the time home internet is a little bit less secure than if you have business internet, because they're using their own servers when they're inside the building, so they can track it a little bit better. But when you're on your home internet, you're going through other servers. So I think that's what they were afraid of.
Okay.
It's easier to for instance, we are all, when we play video games, we're easily can be DDoSed. However, if we were playing Call of Duty inside of Activision's building, they're not going to be able to DDoS us. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's easier to do it when you're home than when you're inside the actual place that has the servers there. So, I guess that's the... I don't know. It's just a reminder that, you know, COVID is still out there. We're still dealing with COVID things. Hey, Infamous Light. So... I don't know. It's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, that's what it really sounds like.
But here's the fun article. So has anybody like read up on the Harry Potter game?
No, I'm not interested in Harry Potter. Nothing, to be honest.
Okay. Well, Harry Potter is supposed to have an RPG game called Hogwarts Legacy, and it's not less. It's not really a Harry Potter game. It's just in the Harry Potter universe, so it's a Hogwarts game. You don't play as Harry Potter or anything like that. Basically, you're a student, and you go through Hogwarts. You're a student, so you go to school and you learn magic and all of that stuff, and it has a story, I'm sure, to it. Well, this article was on Tech Radar, and I'll read a little bit of it. It says, the upcoming Harry Potter RPG Hogwarts Legacy has been getting lots of publicity lately. Unfortunately, it's been bad publicity, such as this month's resignation of resigning of lead designer Troy Levitt after his YouTube channel became more widely known. In the channel, he expressed views that appeared to be pro-Gamergate, anti-feminist, and supportive of men accused of sexual harassment. It's not the first PR problem for the game, and some gamers are now vowing to boycott Hogwarts Legacy altogether. The popular gaming forum has announced a total ban on threads for promotional media for the game. No threads for trailers or official announcements. No hype threads. No fluff pieces about its feature. So, my question to you guys is, how do you guys feel about like this game being hated and it hasn't even come out yet? Like, it's already being boycotted and it hasn't even come out.
Hey.
Well, to be completely honest, I have no say in the Harry Potter Legacy or Hogwarts Legacy because I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know how deep it goes. If this stemmed from somewhere, so I can't say yay or nay on that. So,
well, I could give some background on it. So, it's not necessarily about the Harry Potter storyline that I think people are upset about. It's the people involved with making the Harry Potter universe. So it's the author, this developer, and some of the people that is the creators. It's not like the actual story. So it's not like the characters or anything or the way that it was written. It's more so the stuff that, like, the author said something about the trans community. I can't remember exactly what it was, but she had said some controversial stuff separate of Harry Potter. Like, they weren't talking about Harry Potter, they weren't mentioning Harry Potter, nothing like that. She just happens to be the author of the books, and she said something about a different situation about transgender people, and so that started it.
So basically, people are upset. It's, from what I'm gathering, is that people are not supporting the author at all.
Right.
So they want to produce another piece of I guess you could say a money maker, and people are not standing for what she's saying, so they're boycotting something that this hateful person said. Is what you're telling me?
Yeah, so that's the first part, and now this was it a CEO or a developer? I just read it and I can't remember. Lead designer, Troy Levitt. Now he did the same exact thing. Outside of this, he has a YouTube, and he said some stuff that people didn't like. So I think at first it was people didn't like the author, so they were just like, "I'm not going to get the game," and that was it. And then some people were still like, I'm still going to try the game out, but fuck her, or something like that. Now it's getting to the point where there's other people involved in the game that are now getting caught saying some controversial stuff. So it seems like the hate for the game itself is building based off of people around it getting caught up in controversial situations.
Okay.
So that's what it's like.
So people are not wanting to support something that's being made and created by hateful people.
Yeah, yes. Basically, yeah.
But I'm gonna play devil's advocate already. He already got the bag. This game's coming out, regardless on your beliefs, on how you feel about the devs and how you feel about the author. This game's coming out, and the hardcore Harry Potter fans is going to pick this game up day one, and they just gonna have to deal with it. You're just going to deal with it because at the end of the day, the sponsors behind the game or the chairman behind the game they see green. All they see is green. Mm-hmm. So once they got the backing for the game, this game is going to come out. Hardcore Harry Potter fans is going to pick up this game, and what happens after that is going to happen. Simple as that. They can have love-hate relationship for the devs and the author behind Harry Potter and all the movies and stuff like that. It's a game that these hardcore Harry Potter fans have been waiting for. They didn't have a Harry Potter movie in eons right now. So last resort is video games. Got the bag for it. What is that?
Maya?
Well, I see what people are saying because, it's kind of like, what's the reference? Because I was going to say a reference, but I don't know if that reference is very adequate in this sense. But it's kind of like, I don't know. I agree with both of y'all. Because it's both sides. And sadly enough, what AJ said is always going to happen. You always going to have them number one diehard fans. That's unless the creator or the person developing it do something like dramatically drastic, then that's when you're going to lose them diehards. But me personally, I wouldn't want to get a game that that are made by hateful people. That's just me personally.
Yeah. So I think I'm more leaning towards that too. Like, as someone who looks at video games as an art, this game is beautiful. It
ruins the entire vibes.
Yeah, and that's the hard part. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you look at it as an art form, you like, this game looks beautiful, and the concept is beautiful, and it's genius, and it's a genius game. However, if that means, in order to experience this genius game, if that means to give your money to hateful people, is your love for art stronger than your dislike for or your moral responsibilities towards hateful people? So that's that. I think that's the battle people have with that. Which is stronger? Is it your love for video games, or your love for Harry Potter, or is it your moral guidance when it comes to hateful people, racist people, transphobic people, homophobic people? Like, which is stronger? And on this,
that's really up to the people that buy the game.
well, yeah, that's what I
It's
said.
really up to.
It depends. So, and it depends on individual too. Every individual is different. There's going to be some people that buy the game. I personally probably am not going to buy the game. That's me. It's too much stuff going on with it. And unfortunately, it sucks because the game does look, I will admit, the game looks really good. I've never played a Harry Potter game. I'm not like into the Harry Potter universe, all like that. Like, I've seen the movies and stuff like that. And granted, when I saw the movies, all of this stuff going on now wasn't a thing. Like, no one knew this about anybody connected with Harry Potter. So, you know, the movies were cool. I read one book a long time ago. And, you know, the movies are fun. They're cool. You know, they whatever. But I was never into the games until I saw this. And the concept does sound fun. It sounds really good. It sounds like a genius thing. But again, which is stronger? Your love for video games or your moral standard on these topics?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: my morals is way stronger than any video game, any person, because I cannot stand anybody, or I'm not gonna fund anybody that's gonna disrespect me or my peers at all. I don't care who it is. This is wrong. I if I can go back in time a little bit with the R. Kelly situation, like I found out a lot of people how they think and operate just because they was on the, you know, the thought of the music rather than the person. This is the same predicament, if you will, if I can say that. This person spilled out hateful things, and yet and still we're talking about a video game that's getting ready to come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we gonna put money towards it or not? It shouldn't be. Stop funding these people that spill out hate, no matter how big or how strong. Because if that person said it out loud, in that case, imagine what they're saying behind the scenes. Stop spilling your money into these people that does this. Now, I know said, you know, we can't blame the whole company, but this happened before even all of this came about. You know what I'm saying? Someone had to put their foot down and say, look, you're doing too much. We can't have this with our company. We're just going to fund something else. But again, this world runs on money, that money green. So, hey, if they have to take the hit, they're just going to have to take the hit. Somebody should have just stood up and say, you know what? We can't go this route. This is not right.
I remind you that they said that he resigned.
That's but all that resigning and stuff, that's fine. But the damage is already done.
Yeah.
But we all know what resigning means.
Yeah, he took a vacation.
They fired him. No, that's not what it means. They fired him.
Come on, Green. They already back.
When you get the corporate shit, they fired him. You don't resign. No one resigns. You making a whole bunch of money and you resign?
Green, if they already backed the people with the bag already backed this game, they told them politely. They told us like they resigned, but he really on vacation somewhere.
No,
he on vacation somewhere until the game come out.
You gotta think about money wise, AJ. You think it's too small right now.
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. And This is my predicament. If this game does come out and it does, let's just say it gets Game of the Year. We know who went and bought it. Who went. This game come out, Game of the Year.
No,
There it is.
I don't think it's that good. No, I don't think it's that good.
I said that. I said if. That's why I said if. That's what I said if this game gets Game of the Year.
No, I think the company saw because remember, no one knew he had a personal YouTube channel. They found it, and that's when the controversy really started. The ball started to roll, and so all of a sudden now he's resigning. However, when you work in a corporate setting, you know what resignation means. That means you got caught doing some dumb stuff. They know that by keeping you is making them lose money. You gotta go. But we also understand that you're gonna probably sue. So we're gonna let you go on your terms. If I fire you in public, you can sue. And there's certain things that you can continue to get from us. However, if you leave willingly, you're not entitled to those same benefits, and we'll give you something to just shut the hell up and move on. It's not a vacation. He's gone. He ain't never going back. He's out. However, like Pinky said, it's a little too late. Unfortunately, for that company, it's a little too late. Because they had already picked up a game that people had a problem with the author of the story, and I'm not sure how the rights work with that. However, for the sake of it, any Harry Potter thing will always be connected to J.K. Rowling. Regardless if she has the rights to it or not, I think her name will always be associated with Harry Potter. And therefore, people who have a problem with J.K. Rowling will always have a problem with Harry Potter. And that's just the facts of life with it right now. If Harry Potter universe was a person, it would be unfortunate for that person to get that kind of hate because of something that J.K. Rowling said. But because this is a product and it's a story that she made, who gives a fuck? She said some hurtful things, and unfortunately, people gonna have to take that damage. Because I'm pretty sure there's some good people in that company. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. And unfortunately, people gonna lose their jobs behind it. It happens. But at the same time, like Pinky said, too little, too late. Like, nothing you can really do about it. So, like I said, if you look at the video game as an artist, as someone who enjoys looking at art, the game itself, just talking about the game, is beautiful, and the concept is a genius thought to come up with. However, you gotta think of it like this. Hitler was a genius too. He was an evil man too. So, you gotta think of it on that line. Like, just because you're a genius doesn't mean you're not a hateful person. Doesn't mean you're not evil. So, what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna buy the game and support without wanting to support, but you're still supporting the hate? Or are you gonna say, bump this game, I'm not gonna buy it? And I personally think there's plenty of games out there that you can play with. This game will probably fall under the radar with no problems. I think you can live the rest of your life without playing this Hogwarts game. I think.
That's to us that play different games. Yeah, we could live without it. These hardcore fans, It's itching. They like crackheads. They itching for this game. They need that fix.
But also think about it: the hardcore fans, the majority of them, are part of that community.
They
So
need that fix. The last Harry Potter movie was out. It's been a while. So they fiending for one. They fiending. They fiending for a game or a movie. And the author hasn't dropped a book since the last movie. Oh yeah, they about to go into hyperspace on this game.
no, they just
This
dropped the
game
book like a
drops.
couple years ago, like 2 years ago, and they've been having Broadway shows.
Who had
Really?
Yeah,
who really
that Cursed Child book, and they're about to come out with another movie for Harry Potter.
look how long it's taking them to get to the movie. So these hardcore fans is like crackheads. They're fiending for this. They're fiending for it.
They'll be fine. They'll be fine.
All right.
Because, like I said,
This
the
game.
majority of people
This
that
game,
are Harry Potter fans are part of that. And I'm sorry if I mispronounced the acronym. LGBT community.
they gonna have to. It's a like y'all said. I gotta make a choice.
I think the
I
choice is
think
already
most
made.
of I think most of them gonna just sneak. They're gonna sneak their way and get in the game. If they do have let's just say they have a bundle for it. Gonna spend a little 60 for it, but they're not gonna buy the bundle with all the goodies and stuff that comes with the bundle. They're gonna spend a little 60 or wherever price point they put it at. Whatever price point they put it at, and they're not gonna touch the bundle price. They're gonna sneak over there and get that game.
I think they should probably just kill the project. Close the project up. And maybe sometime in the future it'll be okay to release it, but
Green, you got people outside of that community that are hardcore fans too.
and what's that gotta do anything?
So
Like they ain't gonna
you
do
gotta look at
nothing. Like hate
gotta
is
look at it
hate.
that way.
So
You
you
got
mean to
people
tell me,
that's
AJ,
outside.
if she came out and said black people are this, that, and the third, and are evil and bad and all
I'm
this other
not
stuff?
picking up. I'm not picking up Harry Potter anyway. So
Okay, so let's flip it around. Let's say people from the 2K community. Let's say the developer says some hateful stuff about black people. You picking up 2K22?
no.
Okay, then same thing. Same thing. That's what I mean by you have to decide what's stronger, your love for video games or your moral standard when it comes to hate. That's all
My
it boils.
morals.
I mean, it's easy to choose, but that's within the individual.
Yeah.
So, I think it's all across the board. No one's buying Hogwarts.
Nope.
Okay. It's it's unfortunate that like in 2020,
No.
yeah, it's unfortunate that in 2021 people of this caliber don't know that they're always being watched
Yeah.
and still don't know what to say and what not to say. So I don't know. I don't see where it's supposed to come out, so I'm assuming they're still debating it. Yeah, I don't see a date. And Bridge said she thinks that people just don't care whether or not they're being watched or not, and it's true. Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah. Some of them don't. Some do, some don't. That's why you got the closet ones. That's probably, no. No. Hey, birds of a feather fly together. So,
All right. Well, this game is I think it's probably gonna die off, but we'll see.
Wow, Green.
What?
They gonna die off because I think they gonna sneak this game in because everybody don't have it. They gonna wait till everybody get next gen, then slide it on in there.
No, I think the Harry Potter game is. I think it's too toxic, and it's not gonna. It's gonna die.
Oh. Yeah.
If it was up to me, if I was their like company head, I would stop production on it altogether, and just let it be a saved game for a different time, and see where things go first. But right now is probably not the best time to release a Harry Potter anything at this point.
Nope.
So we'll see. But next one, for all you nostalgia fans and Sage, this is the reason why I started the podcast with my intro the way that I did. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is getting a new game. Shredder's Revenge. Did you guys see the trailer for it?
Yes,
Mm-mm.
I seen it.
Have y'all played the Ninja Turtles game that was like on Nintendo and Sega and stuff like that?
Yes,
My cousins
Like,
did.
My
Okay,
brother
it's the
did.
same concept. Same concept.
yes.
It's a 4-player game, beat 'em up game, 2D, and it's supposed to be nostalgic for you. So it's in the old school style of video games. It's produced by Nintendo, Dotemu, and
Of
Tribute.
course.
And I saw it on Twitter, but it seems like it's been blown up because it's supposed to be that game that brings back all your childhood memories.
Of course.
From what I've read, it looks like it's going to be released on all platforms, including PC.
Find it.
So it starts with the classic arcade style Ninja Turtle action is making a return. It's inspired by the classic TMNT brawlers we all kicked shell in as a kid. Including the 90s hit Turtles in Time. That means
Yeah.
old school pixel art based on the original 1987 character design. I didn't know that game came out in 1987.
Mm-hmm. Sound about right?
So that game is older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus. So the game looks pretty good. I like it. Like it looks fun. There's not a lot of details on it. Like I would think that because it's 4 players that it would be online co-op. Which, I would like to have the real ones do some co-op with this.
Yeah.
We can't even get Pinky to play Cold War. How you think we're gonna get her to play Turtles?
I mean,
How you know I don't like turtles? I like turtles.
Turtles.
I think she would probably. I think it would be easier to get her to play this than Cold War.
Yeah, exactly.
To be quite honest, yeah. What y'all think about this?
If it's on the 5, I'm getting it.
I think it's on all. I think it would be on all platforms. I don't see any
I wouldn't
problem.
mind
Yeah.
copping it up because you used to watch all the old TMNT like cartoon movies. Me and my brother, so I wouldn't mind. This definitely brings back some nostalgia of my younger years.
Okay, then I have a question for all 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
So earlier this week when I saw it, I was thinking what it would be like to have a Ninja Turtles game that wasn't in this art form, but like in a more modern art form. And
That would be nice.
if it was an RPG based game with mechanics that we aren't used to seeing in Ninja Turtles. So for instance, think of like you choose your character, you choose what they wear, their design and stuff like that. So, for instance, if you Raphael, you still wear the red stuff, but maybe you decide to give him like his trench coat from some of his classic comic book days.
In the movie?
Well, I was thinking comic book, but sure, movie too. And as you progress, you get certain items. You can, level up your skill and all of that stuff. But it's more modernized and it's more of graphics, such as I think the company that I picked was the same people who did Infamous, so Sucker Punch, or you can do Insomniac. So the same people that did Spider-Man. So imagine a Spider-Man style game, but you're using Ninja Turtles. So that was my thought. So my question to you guys is, what is a nostalgic game from your childhood that you would definitely want them to redo, but in a modern setting?
Super Mario World.
They got that. It's 3D World, fake.
Oh, well, that's it, man.
She said I ain't had to think. Super Mario World.
That's a good one. Probably for me, a nostalgia game.
Say says Shinobi. Bog said Paperboy. That's a good choice. I ain't even think about that. Yeah, that's a good one. Do y'all remember that Mickey Mouse game they had? Where you played, you went through all of Mickey Mouse's, like, most famous, I can't remember what it was called, but you had to, like, go through,
What was the Epic Mickey?
Castle of Illusions, that's what it was.
Oh, well.
It was a Mickey Mouse game, though. But it was fun. It wasn't like a it was for children, but it wasn't like a childish game. It was like on the Sega Genesis. I think it was on the Super Nintendo and stuff like that. I think that would be a good game too.
I have a couple.
I don't know, because all the games I'm thinking of kind of already got, a modernized touch to it.
X-Men.
So, yeah, I don't know.
X-Men should be open world though.
Yeah, I can see X-Men open world. Yeah.
But one game that I want is ESPN Extreme Games. It was on the PlayStation 1. That one, and if you give me BA Street Volume 2 and 3 open world, I take those two.
Okay, yeah. I can do that.
Vector Man. Ooh, remember 7-Up had a game?
7-Up. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't it like a skating game or something?
Nah, it was like a 2D like it was like a game just kind of like Mario or Sonic. It was like side-scrolling game, and you played as the Spot because that was their mascot back then.
That Mega Man would be tough too.
Mega Man is another game that I wish they would bring to the 3D world again. They did have an RPG Mega Man, and it is a classic, don't get me wrong, but they haven't done a good one since then. And I only remember that because I had it on the Dreamcast.
I think Mega Man would be good for virtual, like for the Oculus and the VR.
So Pinky said Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario World.
Super Mario World. And that's the one that was on Super Nintendo, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So how would you do that then? Like, if you had your dream way of making that game, what kind of aspects? Like, would it be an RPG? Would it be turn-based? Would it be, or just a 3D thing?
I mean, you know what? I wouldn't even mind it being an RPG game. I would not mind that. That would actually be kind of dope, and to see that with Super Mario world, I think that'd be dope. Have a story, you know, dealing with Yoshi, Mario, you know, even the princess and Bowser to kind of play it out, you know, everything from top to bottom of that game and turn that into a story. I think that'd be so dope. But yeah, I need to see graphics. I wouldn't change anything else about the game. I just want to see how it would look with a nice story and updated graphics.
I wouldn't mind a modernized Pac-Man. I don't think they did that yet. I'm not sure. I know they made like a 3D cartoon TV show, but I don't think they made like a 3D video game.
I don't think
Pac-Man.
so. I'm trying to think. Did they? I do wish they had continued with Sonic Adventures, and I wish they had a third one come out. I do wish that. That would be nice. Sonic Adventures was really fun, and it was like a very cool concept for the Sonic world that I didn't think they would be able to do, but they did a beautiful job of it. But I don't know. I just always thought like Ninja Turtles deserved better. Like we always get the nostalgic type of style games when it comes to Ninja Turtles. But can you imagine like you get a full-blown story mode, RPG element, graphics insane. Maybe the story is whatever Ninja Turtle you picked, your brothers get captured by Shredder. And as you go through, you unlock another turtle.
That'd be cool.
Something like that.
Yeah, especially if they made it look like how they made like Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, and all those games look. Yes.
Yeah, like I just thought that would be cool. I'm trying to think. Are there any other games that we used to play back then? Kirby.
Yeah. But they didn't really remake, but they do have like a modernized Kirby game.
Yeah. But I mean like an actual Kirby game. Kind of how like they did Super Mario 3D World. If they did that for Kirby. I think that would be cool.
Kirby's so cute. That's
People
my favorite
probably buy
character.
that. Alright, well.
I'm missing Kirby.
The TMNT Shredder's Revenge comes out pretty soon. So be on the lookout for it. It is coming to both PC and consoles. So get your nostalgia on, y'all. Alright. And yeah. So let's get on to this. I did have something I want to talk about, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not like a rant. It's just more of an extended version of what we said earlier about canceling games. And I just wanted to talk about it like this. So, in regards to canceling games period or just canceling period, we as a people have to remind ourselves that when we decide to cancel something, it's an individual choice. Meaning, your moral standard is your moral standard and not someone else's. And the path that they take to build that moral standard is they are only responsible for that. You don't have to take that responsibility. So what I'm saying to this is, if let's just say Call of Duty becomes too controversial. Let's just say, I mean, it has controversial times. So yeah, Call of Duty is a perfect example. So when Call of Duty came out with the blowing up of the Eiffel Tower and the little girl got blown up in an explosion and people were talking about that, And, you know, they had a whole bunch of mothers and fathers and conservatives that were upset about that, and they wanted to shut the game down. We as gamers didn't think that they were right. We thought they were wrong, correct? Like, no one here thought that game was too controversial, right? Or am I wrong?
I was waiting for multiplayer, so.
Okay, so nobody really cared about the part where they killed the little girl.
I mean,
you cared, but
guess.
you didn't want to cancel the game for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was with Modern Warfare 2 when you had when you using the terminal.
Yeah. So my point about that is, when you get on social media, I understand some people's anger and being upset and being frustrated with the constant negative abuse that we deal with. However, don't take that on people who don't know the information that you know, and two, that might not be a moral standard issue for them. Meaning, let's take another example, that Call of Duty game. If I say that game is toxic, right? And let's just say Maya is playing the game. She doesn't read up on anything on the game as far as, news stories or nothing like that. She's just playing the game to enjoy the game and realize what's going on in the game. I can't yell and pick and choose Maya's life choices. I can't go after Maya because she's playing the game. Especially if she's saying, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean by it's toxic. If you're not willing to educate somebody, then we can't be getting on the top of them about it. We can educate someone without trying to cancel that person as an individual. And I've seen it a couple times this week, and it's been like, oh snap. And I kind of sit back and I watch sometimes because I want to see how it plays out and I want to see what information unfolds. And sometimes the problem is that we can't all get on the same accord because no one's sharing the same information. So it's okay to educate someone who may not know what's going on. For instance, that Harry Potter game. I'm not going to get upset with someone if they buy the game because maybe they don't know what's going on. A lot of people don't. And you can clearly tell them hey, look, this issue with J.K. Rowling and the developer, this is what happened. If you want to read up on it, whatever. But after I educate you about it, after that, it's your choice. If you decide to play the game, you decide to play the game. That's on you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not, whatever. That's on you. I'm going to choose to vote with my money, and my money says I don't want to vote for that. So, I don't. So, the purpose of this whole thing is just to say, gamers, we need to be better with treating each other with respect. Educate each other, yes. But at the end of the day, just do what's best for you. Don't worry about everybody else. Because when you worry about everybody else, that's when hate and toxicity really starts to win in the end. Is when we just go, this person isn't doing the choices that I made, therefore we're getting off of the topic of what we started off at, and now we're focused on this individual instead of focusing on what we really need to be focusing on, which is getting rid of this toxic stuff in the gaming community and the world in period. That's all I'm saying. Just focus on what needs to be focused on. Stop worrying about individual people's decision. That ain't got nothing to do with you. Don't worry about it. That person will learn that lesson when it's time for them to learn that lesson. But don't worry yourself. I've seen a lot of people get stressed out over stuff they can't control. Don't get stressed off of an individual that has nothing to do with the situation at hand. Keep fighting the situation that needs to be fought so we can beat it and get over it. Just do that. So that's all I had to say about that. Other than that, Pinky, do you have anything that needs to be said? Or do you have any tidbits?
Yep, I do have some tidbits. Let's go over to my world real quick here. Um, so yeah, one item that came across my table here. So according to Verge.com, grassroots online efforts are forming a new queer network of care. So you guys are familiar with GoFundMe, Go Fund Her, and other, sorts of crowdfunding. So this one is just for the LGBTQ community. Tuck Woodstock launched their mutual aid fund that the LGBTQ funded and ran called Gender Reveal at the beginning of the pandemic when it became obvious that people urgently needed help. The fund replaced what was originally called the Gender Reveal Grant. So it used to be just a grant. Pretty much if you were LGBTQ and you needed help funding a business or an idea that you had, you would go and apply for this grant. So you don't have to have a business or a plan, but more so now, if you need the financial stability, or if you need the financial help to just survive in everyday life. So this fund is nice. So if you need more information about the crowdfunding, go listen to or check out the website genderpodcast.com. I'll give you all the info there. Now, Sim fans, if you didn't know, now you know. So according to Games Radar, there's new job listings that EA suggests that The Sims 5 may have a competitive multiplayer mode. 3 new job listings were posted at various EA locations for back-end software engineers for an upcoming Sims game. Aha. The listings state that EA is looking for engineers who can develop, quote-unquote, develop responsive, resilient, massively scalable, and globally available web services that supports millions of players. The next bullet in the listing, however, suggests that the Sims 5 multiplayer may include a competitive mode, such as the software engineer must, quote unquote, creatively blend security best practices and original techniques to keep the user data secure and prevent cheating. So what that means, as we all know, that there are mods and CCs being used for Sims 4, which is not a bad thing. However, it's frowned upon in this. Is frowned upon in this new game? I don't know. Personally, I would like to see CC in this new game, but however, if you have it and I don't have it, I don't think I'll be able to see it. I don't think I'll be able to see it because I don't have that mod downloaded, you know what I'm saying, or a CC downloaded. So it probably wouldn't even matter. But if it was just, just normal, just me, single player Sims, I'm pretty sure it's not frowned upon. So, but yeah, that's, a little something, for us Sims players to kind of sleep on at night. So,
so what would the competitive gaming be?
As far as competitive, I don't know. It could be something, a new game mode that they're trying to cook up. It could be anywhere from probably hide and seek or cooking challenges, with your personal sim, because you have to level up your cooking. So, I mean, that could be a thing. You can probably build competition, or the ideas is endless, so that'd be something different.
So how fast did it take you to put your application in?
I didn't apply. I don't have coding experience. I mean, I'll be a tester, but
Pinky was like, I can learn. Just give me the job. I can learn. I mean,
that'd be something different.
That'll be interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there's a way that they could do if I'm thinking about Sims competitive gaming, how like y'all do the build offs?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry if it's not. Is there a way to implement that as a competitive thing?
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like that could be something that they can, implement in the game. I don't see why not.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm pretty sure, cause like in the Sims, they could play video games. So I'm pretty sure that's probably gonna be like a little competition as well. And if probably a far stretch, probably far reaching right now, right? But since medieval times, you know what I'm saying? They could bring jousting, they could bring, if they wanted to. But who knows? As far as in like the competition part.
I'm pretty sure Pinky, Bridge, Paul, Maya, y'all be able to tell me what's going on with Sims, because I have no clue at this point. I don't know. There's so much news coming out about the Sims. I don't know what's going on with the Sims.
I don't. I'm right there with you. I don't know. I haven't touched the Sims since. Who knows when? Months.
Sims is about to be a first-person shooter in a minute.
I mean,
they can do it.
Actually, with mods, Sims can, like the Sims 4, it could be not necessarily a first-person shooter, but you can see in first person while doing like an extreme violence act. So let's say like your Sim is shooting someone, you can go in first-person mode. It's a little weird. It's a little creepy. I ain't gonna lie. But that's your technical version of first-person shooter. So,
well, speaking of that, which cool. I don't know why The Sims reminds me of this, but can we sometime this week play Among Us?
Sure.
I think did they update it yet?
Bitch said, "Oh,
do what now? I'm sorry.
We don't know."
Among Us, did they update it yet?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. Well, I need to check it out to see if they did.
Can we play it sometime this week, regardless?
Yeah, I just put my tablet charger, so we're good to go.
Because they were supposed to add a new map, I think.
Yeah, a new map, and wasn't like little other stuff, like little hats and things or whatever.
I don't know. They always add those things. All right. Any other news stories y'all want to talk about before we get up out of here?
That's it for me.
Not that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not that I can think of. No.
Oh, I did just find a news story that says Among Us releases a slightly sus quick chat update. So that's the only update that I found up there. So there you go. All right. Well, let's get ready to get up out of here then. It's been a good podcast.
Yes.
We talked about some things. News has been kind of slow, and I think that's only because things with the pandemic, and then new stuff has been coming out. Is anybody getting vaccines shots, or have you gotten your vaccine shots?
I haven't got mine yet, but I want to, because I don't trust people at work. People be too close, coughing and sneezing. I don't trust people.
Okay. Well, they're supposed to be making it more available to get, so. And supposedly, we're supposed to be out of the woods. I think he said July 4th. So, we'll see. But yeah, let's get ready to get up out of here. AJ, go ahead and kick things off.
Well, everybody, we had a great and blessing podcast today. We had a little turbulence at the beginning of it, but it's all good and fine and dandy. But you will always find me right here on Twitch at KingAJ_15. You can find me on Twitter at KingAJ_15. Last night I started on Miles Morales. Yeah, played it for an hour on stream. So yeah, that's what I started on. New content is out. NBA Live is out right now. Some more. I think I got like a couple more coming out this week. Uh, might be streaming today. Might not be. I don't know yet. So y'all just keep posted on the Twitter, the IG, everything else like that. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay bust up, man. Don't let no one knock your hustle. Is wear your mask at all times, just to on the safe side. And we'll catch y'all next week.
Okay. Maya?
First, I want to say this before I do my outro. First of all, Green, I really thought you were about to say, let's get Rumble.
When?
When you was like, all right, you was like, and you kind of paused, you was like, let's, and I was just like, oh, he about to do it. What? No.
See, now that means I gotta surprise y'all and do it sometime.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Anyways.
It's already in there now.
Dang. Wow. All right, peeps. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. We really appreciate all your love, support, and y'all time. We just appreciate y'all. Okay? Thank y'all for, chatting with us, putting your input and things. We appreciate it. Yes, you guys can find me here on Twitch at Maya_97. Soon to be changing. Trying to get everything on one accord. Yes, find me there. I'm gonna stream today. I'm going to pull myself together and stream today. Probably gonna stream Apex or some Cold War because I need to get back into my shooty bang bang. You can also find me on the tweets. Yes. I'm back on Twitter. You can find me there at the Maya Papaya 1. THTMP is capitalized. And stay safe. Stay, clean. Don't touch nobody. Don't let nobody touch you type thing. Unless you want to. But, yeah.
Okay. And Miss Pinky 313, the queen of the Teslas.
Queen to me. I was so sad they didn't play it in the second one.
I expected that they was going to do it. Yeah. I expected them not to do it. Or have somebody else to sing it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, friends. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us today. Podcast. Actually, shout out to Grown Women Gaming Podcast. I was a guest on their podcast yesterday, and I had good time. So yes. Thank you, y'all. But yeah, y'all, you can catch me on Facebook Gaming, which is fb.gg/MissPinky313. You can also catch me on Twitter, MissPinky313play _ IG313 Queen Pinky, YouTube 313 Miss Pinky, TikTok Miss Pinky 313, and you can also catch me here moonlighting on Mondays on Twitch as Miss Pinky 313. I do have a charity stream coming this Friday. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch this Friday for that. So I hope you guys come out and hang out for that one.
What time is that stream?
That actually, yes, thank you. That's stream is going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time starting. I'm going to try to go up to 4 p.m. If I can go longer, I definitely go longer. But for right now, the schedule is going to be 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
You said that's on your Facebook?
No, that's going to be on Twitch.
All right, we're gonna make sure we put that in the description so everybody can make sure that they're there. Word. All right. And it's Greensp. I'll be streaming this week. It'll be a little bit more sporadic because I'm kind of in the Capcom situation where I have to actually go into the office twice this week. So anybody that knows about my job, I live about an hour away from my job, so streaming is going to be kind of more difficult to do on those days. But I'll come up with a schedule and I'll release it. If you're listening, it's already out. But for those that's in the live chat, it'll be out this evening. But you can check me out on twitch.tv/GreenSP_. You can also check me out on Twitter and Instagram, GreenSP_R1G. You can check me out on Facebook Gaming at R1G GreenSP. And then you can check me out on TikTok at GreenSPR1G. And also you can check me out on YouTube, GreenSP. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I don't have anything. The next month or so is personal stuff going on, so I have to go take care of that first. But I'll still be streaming and I'll still be creating content and doing all of that stuff. It's just, I'm not going to be as I don't know what the word is. I'm not going to be as stressed out about whether or not I'm streaming or not as I normally am, but I'll be streaming on a regular basis still. But I'll be up there. So yeah, thank you guys for your support, not just for myself, but thank you guys for supporting everybody here at Real Ones Gaming. We appreciate your love and support. We appreciate everything that you guys have done. We hope that you guys enjoy the show and that you're continuously watching. I do see the numbers and I see it going up, so we love to see that. If you guys have any suggestions, please, by all means, let us know.
Let us know.
Yeah. You can send any kind of suggestions you have to RealOnesGaming.com. I mean, RealOnesGaming@gmail.com. If you have anything like that. So, all right. Until then, guys, we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yep.
And we love y'all and catch you guys later. All right. All right, guys. See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.